Hi, everyone. I know this is just an impromptu live stream. I have been trying to recover from the Defy auction. It was so awesome. It was very awesome. And thanks to everybody that joined in and gave and that participated and bought. It was so good. Anyway, I'm going to work on making some envelopes. I have a project coming up and I need envelopes for it. So, hi, Elle. Hi, Kristen. So, yeah. Oh, how's it going, Elle? How's it going with well, you guys? It's been, yeah. We're not even going to discuss my eighth grade debacle. So I'm working through my eighth grade debacle. So I'm going to make some envelopes. Hi, Kayla. How are you, girl? Aloha Friday. Yeah, we'll just have to. I'm going to do like Elizabeth says, just do a little ramble. It's just a little ramble. So this is one of my favorite books, and you guys, it's called The New Illustrated Encyclopedia of Gardening, and I have made multiple junk journals out of it, primarily because I like the cover. I usually cover the spine, and yeah, and I've made them and given them away and whatever, and my sweet hottie, because he keeps an eye out for things if he knows that I like it. So he found this, and I'll tell you what the date is on it. Let me see. Guys, I don't know my Roman numerals. All right, let's see. I can put it in it says MCMLX. MCMLX. I'm sorry. Guys, give me 1 second. Guys, does it ever work for you? Does it ever work for you that like you finally sit down to go on live and then 1960? Thank you, Elle. You sit down, you finally have like 5 minutes to yourself, and then everybody starts calling you, "Hi, Lucy." So I'm sorry, I don't even know. I'm sorry, guys, it's ridiculous. It's like, that's your life story. So I'm going to make some envelopes. So I love this book. So if you guys find one in your area, don't go buy one. I mean, I get them. I don't know where he got it. He probably just found it online somewhere or at a used book thing. But what's really cool about it, I do primarily get it for the covers, but it does have some nice illustrations in it, and it does have some black and white ones. So if anybody's doing a gardening themed journal, these are like stellar for that. Also for cutting up for ephemera, making tags, that sort of thing. Hi, Nash. How are you? So I'm gonna make some envelopes, but I thought maybe I might make a few out of that too. But primarily what I'm gonna make them out of are these children's book pages. So tell me what's going on with you guys. Tell me what's going on in your world. I want to hear all about it. My world, I'm well equipped in my world. Hi, Linda. I'm well equipped in my world to tell you the most ridiculous things. Well, today hi, Jean. I'm just recovering, and I'm sure Jean is too, from the Defy auction. You guys, it was so awesome. It was last week, and it was it was classes and digitals. And today was the first class. This morning, I got up stellarly early, which I'm happy to do, and got to sort of like just chat with people with Jean. Oh, hi, Scotty. Girl, we miss you. You're making 15 necklaces for your sister-in-law? Wow. You're going for it. So this morning was Jean's class on rusting paper. And you guys, I'm so excited. I mean, look, it's so fun. And she's got some great bits to rust. I'm telling you, like she's got these big gears, and I don't know. It was so cool. So you guys, the class is still available. Her class is unlimited, and it's in a Facebook group. So you can go back and watch the replay of day one. And I think the second class on the reveal will be on the 20th. And you guys, all the proceeds go to the Disabled Artists Foundation. So that's so awesome. So I'm making some envelopes. So anybody want to make envelopes with me, have at it. I'm going to make them out of all these things, including a magazine and including this, like, I don't know what this was, you guys, but I love these sort of manual books. And I don't know what it was. Some sort of electrical manual, I think. How are you, Miss Anne? And if I didn't say hi to you guys, chat me in caps. I'm sorry. It's like I'm not watching as good as I could. So first I'm going to make some out of these children's book pages. So I got this comment and I'm going to do a video. I'll do a video on it. I think I've already done one, but I could do another one. Somebody that subscribed to me talked to me about the heart-wrenching tales of taking apart books. And I know you guys, I've all had that. And when you're new to recycled paper crafting, it's probably more, I guess it might be a little bit more shocking than maybe if you aren't new to it. It might be harder for you if you don't collect recycled materials. So I'm going to do a whole video on taking books apart. Oh, you couldn't find it, Anne? Yeah, Facebook friend Jean and she'll send it to you. Hi, Carla. How are you, girl? How's Portugal? Are you in Portugal or are you in London? Anyway, but you guys that have done the paper crafting thing, you know how or recycled paper crafting, I should say. You know me and my take apart books. The biggest thing I want to impart to her is that when you're finding a book that was going to be thrown in the trash and you're giving it a new life, like I think there's nothing better than that. And I know some of you guys have a Dollar Tree or a dollar store and you guys go buy books for $1 there. I would say 99% of the books that I take apart were going to be trashed. You went through that yourself, Linda? I hear you, girl. So I'm going to make an envelope kind of like a manila envelope, but this is a smaller version. It's going to be a top-loaded envelope. So all I do, you guys, if you want to measure, have at it. I don't do it, okay? I just put one side over the other, and then I figure out what's going to be the top or the bottom. And I think I'm going to make that the top because you can see the picture of the bunny. And then I just fold up the bottom. Guys, if you guys have hung around me for any length of time, you know the draw of this. Yeah, Lucy, I don't disagree that some books should certainly be left whole, but this is all I'm saying to you is that if the book was going to be thrown in the trash and it comes into your possession and it's not like a historical book that, a first edition of something that's incredibly rare and expensive, and all that sort of thing, that you shouldn't feel bad about taking them apart. It's like, I think because we're taught as children, like I know my parents were both my parents were teachers of some sort at some point in time, different types of teaching, but, teachers and them the same. And, it's sort of drilled into you or grilled into you that, don't write in a book, don't take a book apart, don't do this, don't do that. And then of course we're older, so maybe that's not what it is now. And then all of a sudden you're finding that you're taking books apart. It's hard. Oh, I know you're not disagreeing with me, but I agree with you that there's some that shouldn't be taken apart. I mean, that you should leave whole. Yeah. So I told you guys about my most recent. Okay, let's preface it by this. I had the book for a very long time, multiple books, and um, I don't think it was. I don't remember having the cover to it, so I think I got it when it was in disrepair. Like, so people save me books because they know that I take them apart, and so they save me books. So the other day, I was pulling some pages from a book to do an upcoming class for Defy, right? And my partner happened to be home, and he was like, "Where did you get that?" And he started to have a panic because I told you guys he's a bibliophile, right? He's like all into. He loves books. Books are his thing. So I'm kind of lucky in that way because he doesn't give me a hard time for collecting an overload of books. But I said, I don't know. I said, I have a bunch of them. I said, I've had them for years. Like, I think I probably got them like 5 or 6 years ago. And, I'm finally cleaning up my stash. So anyway, it was some really rare book. And, but I don't think because I know I would have checked on it if I had gotten it, if it was whole, and he was like telling me how crazy expensive it is. Anyway, I kept he said the book plates in it are the most important part. So, hi, Renee. How are you, my love? So if you guys want to make these kind of envelopes, you fold up the bottom and then you cut off the sides, like you fold it up and you cut these little tabs off. You don't have to, but I do it so it's not so bulky. You could glue it all down if you felt like it. So Jean's class was awesome today. I have to say, she has got some collection of rusty things, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get my collecting on. So what kind of necklaces are you making, Miss Scotty? I'm happy to see you, Miss Renee. How are things in your world? And Linda, I saw you had a live stream the other day. Girl, I missed it. You guys, I have to tell you, I have not gotten down the schedule with all this homework. I mean, I seriously have, like, the kid seriously has. She spends 7 hours a day online, and then she has homework on top of it. And yeah, I haven't gotten down the homework yet, but I'm working on it. So we are so working on it. You're working hard and getting healthier on the whole. Oh, that's good. Girl, I think all of us need to do that, right? We all need to get healthier on the whole. Now, I'm going to just show you what I'm going to do on this one, which is probably not the norm because I usually cut them off, but this one's like a little thin, and because I know the opening, and I can't even see, guys, the lighting's so bad in here, I can't even see where I folded it. Not that it matters, but. So I'm going to glue these down on the inside so that when I overlap them, it gives it more stability. Does that make sense? Night, Lucy. Big hugs, girl. Thanks for joining us. We're happy you came here. Yeah. So if you guys get a chance or want to take that rusting paper class, it's still available. And because it's in a live Facebook group, the replay is going to be there for the duration, and yeah, it's really cool. So you had an exhausting week, Elizabeth? Girl, I don't envy you. So they just opened up our state, and you guys, I don't know why people don't educate themselves, and I'm not trying to be mean to anybody that, this is not to be offensive to anyone, but we've had really low cases of the Rona because our state has taken extra precautions. Well, the real reason why our state is taking so many precautions is the majority. First of all, we don't have the healthcare facilities that every other place does. We literally have, I think, under 30. I think we have 30 regular hospital beds, and I think we now have 30 ICU beds. That's for my island. And my island, the population is 140,000 full time residents. That does not include any of the people visiting. Okay. So, um, they opened our island up yesterday, and my friend works at the airport, and she called me just so stressed out and freaked out. She said that, and our the criteria for coming here to any of the Hawaiian Islands is you have to have a valid, but without having to quarantine for 14 days, you have to have a valid uh, coronavirus test within 72 hours of departure. And you come with this paperwork and you present it at the airport, and then you can be on island without quarantining. Well, she called me just so stressed out because evidently, like, and they're screening everyone. So evidently, a lot of people arrived yesterday without that. And I don't think you guys really understand the devastation it could do to a small island like this. And so I was trying to talk with her because she has her 90. I want to say her grandmother's 98. So we live multi-generation. Hawaii is, by the standards of the United States, the most expensive place to live. Okay. And so people live multi-generationally here. Like, it's nothing for you to have your kids or your grandparents or your great grandparents or your aunts or your uncles or your cousins living with you. And so, she was just so stressed out yesterday, calling me and telling me, she goes, I think I'm going to have to quit my job. She goes, because I have my 98-year-old grandmother and I can't put her at risk. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know what to say. Okay, Anne, enjoy it. It's fun. It's going to be super fun. It's a fun video to watch. It was a fun class. So that's what's going on here. So we're all just sort of like, I don't want to say we're dazed, but a little bit dazed, if that makes sense. We're a little bit dazed and we're a little bit concerned, you know. So if you guys are thinking of heading here, please do follow whatever protocols are in place at the moment. Of course they did, right? Oh my gosh, I felt so bad for her. I did not. Yeah, I get it. It's like, I mean, one of the best things about living in the United States, right, is the freedom of choice. But one of the worst things is when you inflict your choice on others, right? So, envelope number one down, 25 more to go. So Jane's saying she changed the settings. It's easier now, but it's not too late if you guys wanted to. Join the class, and I will tell you, it is awesome. It was so awesome, Jane. Everything Jane teaches is good, but it was really fun. It was really fun. It was super awesome. So how was your school week, Elle? Was your school week better? I hope. I know it must be tiring. I know mine's tiring, and I'm not even doing what you're doing. I'm just trying to get it down so that just trying to figure out the ins and outs of schooling, what we can do. So tell me what's going on with you guys. Happy Friday. Aloha Friday. I'm not going to stay on a long time. But I just thought I'd come on. So Elizabeth says one of the teachers was out. So you had to sub? Oh my gosh. Mm. And you're thinking you never want to teach again? Well, to all you essential workers out there, we love you. We appreciate you. Um, we love and appreciate you. And we want you to stay safe. Staying safe is paramount, right? So I'll tell you guys what's coming up. What's coming up that this, let's see, when is it? The end of this month, there's going to be I'm sorry, I got to mark the line on here. I can't even see it. My eyesight's so bad. There'll be a Sunday hop. Meridell Abrams is doing a Sunday hop, and I'm part of that. And that's going to be cool. Then next month's Friday hop with Meridell, which is at the Marriottier, is going. It's the second Friday, and I think the theme is going to be craft fairs, but I'm not quite sure. And so that'll be kind of cool. I was trying to think about it because how many of you guys have ever sold stuff in craft fairs? I certainly have. I've done my share of craft fairing. But I was trying to think of like what was the last thing I sold in craft fairs? And I want to say, you guys, I haven't done them for years, but did you guys ever do those infinity scarves? I used to make them of course, I don't have the materials anymore. And yes, okay, I have done craft show. Well, I can't say I haven't done craft fairs. Since I've lived here, I've done craft fairs. Okay, I was thinking about what I'd done on the mainland. And the mainland, I did like sewing style things. Here, I did jewelry. And I did jewelry on the mainland too. So Elizabeth's saying, she's a former teacher. So for her, it was a lot. Elizabeth saying she's never sold anything. And like teaching, you don't want to sell either. Girl, I hear you. Well, no, it just made me think of it because that was the theme of the hop. It was like stuff you might sell at a craft fair. So I was trying to think, okay, like what could I make videos on? So I made these crazy infinity scarves. Did you guys go through that fad? Those infinity scarves are fun to make. But I mean, how many infinity scarves can you have, right? So made infinity scarves. What did I was trying to think of the sewing things. Oh, I sewed Christmas stockings. Oh my gosh. Hi, Sherry. You want to hear a ridiculous thing? Okay, this is so ridiculous. You ready for this one? So one year, don't ask me how I get talked into it, but I certainly did. Guys, I'm only drawing because I can't see the straight line. I can't see like where to cut it. Not that it has to be perfect, but anyway, I got roped into as a fundraiser for the drama department. Oh my God. Oh, it's quite for those that want to sell. I agree. Okay, so I got drummed into or whatever, convinced or whatever, into sewing Christmas stockings, you guys, for my then husband was a college professor for a theater department, and I got drummed into doing this for a fundraiser for the school. And anyway, I sewed Christmas stockings, but I sewed them out of this is for next month's hop, Anne, not this month. Not the Sunday hop. This is for the Friday hop, I think. So I got drummed into doing that. I also so I made them out of, and at that point in time, you guys, I was living in Florida. I was living in Jacksonville, Florida. And you guys, you know how big sports teams are. So I made all the Christmas stockings out of like sports fabric. Like so anyway. So I made that. That was one of them. That was a ridiculous one. Let's see what else about you guys. I've done so many ridiculous things in my life. It's sad to say, but true. The ridiculous reigns in my world. Guys, I cannot see anything. This is so ridiculous. Hi, Juanita. How are you, girl? What's going on in your world? And if you guys don't know, she spins as Juanita, and she spins actually wool and crochets and knits and stuff. So that was, let me think of some of the other ridiculous craft fair. You guys pipe in and tell me what you guys have done for craft fairs. See, I didn't really think of the things that I did here as a craft fair because it was like an art fair because it happened like, I don't know, every Saturday. So I didn't think of that. And that's how I made my living for a while here. You haven't crocheted in a while? I love crocheting. I won't say that I'm great at it, but I love it. You haven't crocheted in months? Girl, I hear you. I hear you. I think the Rona has done us all in that way. Like none of us have been able to do like the stuff that we really love all the time. So that was my ridiculous. So the craft fair thing got me thinking because I haven't done craft fairs in a while. I guess what you could say that I did was, I made metalsmith jewelry, and that is like, you guys, it's not a fast thing. It's not like a component. I guess it can be a component thing, but I, made bezels and rings and bracelets and necklaces and all that. And then I told you guys my story that the lady next to me, the crafting lady next to me, she made easy bake oven plastic jewelry, and she would sell 5 times more than I did. You're trying to finish your daughter's lark's foot blanket, hoping it will be ready. Oh, that's so nice, Al. So I decided I'm going to make a couple of, I think I'm going to make at least one quilt for Christmas for one of my kids. And then, I told you one of my daughters is like a minimalist, and she doesn't want to have to store anything. So she's a minimalist. Even though she's stuck here with me for the minute, I think they're just waiting for the world to open back up so they can like head to Europe. Hey, Barb. How many of you guys were at Barb Owen's live stream? It was so awesome. And then I went over to Jersey's for a little bit. She was on. And I always love hanging out with you guys. I always do. Barb Owen, isn't her husband so talented? He's like doing the carving. And it was so good to see her kitty, Charlie, and he's okay. You guys, I missed the live stream where she was talking about it that Friday, and the love and support this community showed her, I think it is just brilliant and so awesome. Aw. Linda says that if she needs something crocheted, she pays her mama so she can have extra spending money. Oh, that's so nice. So that was super awesome seeing. I got to hang out with Laura for a little bit, the Jersey Crafter. I got to hang out with Barb Owen a little bit in between what I was doing, and then hanging out with you guys right now. It's awesome. That's really thoughtful of you, Linda. That's really thoughtful. My mother was an amazing crocheter. Can I tell you? She was like an Afghan crocheting queen. She could whip it out like in shawls and anything. She could crochet so fast. My crocheting is not quite. I'm not quite as skilled. I had this friend. She lives in England, and she's suffering. Let's see. The death ring. Oh no.